Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 31 of our Season 2 for Medieval Dynasty. We're going to start out the season by the episode by tripping the season over into spring. That'll give us some time to get our rye harvested and worked, and then while we're selling, I guess we're not actually going to sell it, because we're going to have our market sell it. But then we'll also look for some people to fit into our new house and our second mine, so that we can get that fully staffed up, and see if we can't find any tech point quests while we're wandering around as well. We'll probably hit up the mine as well, and we'll see where we go from there. But if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like, and if you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, so we are ready to sleep right away. We lined ourselves up for it. Oh, beautiful rainbow, it looks nice. Our people seem happy, they consider it a good omen. Villagers got 10 positive mood. Fantastic. Alright, our kiddo does not have a quest, neither does our wife. Our taxes need paid. What are our taxes this season? Oh, we're still under 9 grand. That's not that bad.
See you soon.
Alright. So we'll start off by the boring part of harvesting the field. So I've noticed that your horse has a tendency to summon up behind you when you whistle. So I try to point myself away from where I want him to be. Alright, you're killing me here, horse. I really don't want to hit him with the scythe. We know the hammer damages him, so I'm worried that the scythe will as well. So we're going to put him over here where we've already harvested. So that's going to be 2 scythes per scythe harvest. Because remember, we don't actually need them for... I really don't think that is doing that movement with... Well, when I tested it a little bit earlier, like, see, it didn't hit that. When I swing here, it doesn't hit it, but if I do this, it does. So you do get a wider arc. Like that wasn't hit. Well, I guess it's still not hit. But the other one mattered. Alright, so that one was missed. And that one was hit that time. Also, it gives me something to do so I don't go completely batshit crazy standing here harvesting the field. I read somewhere that it really does help, and what minimal testing I've been able to do, because it's almost impossible to get a truly controlled test when you're doing this. But from all the testing I've been able to do, I feel like it does kinda, but it might just be confirmation bias. Hey, farming level. Excellent. That makes our horse better. Nope, that makes our orchard better. There we go. 2 out of 3 on orchard. So we'll get 20% more out of our orchard as well. And we are unfortunately max level farming now, so that's the last of the points that we'll get. So we still have 1 level to go for survival. Still have 3 for diplomacy. Farming and production are done. Hunting's only halfway there. And then we need 3 more in extraction. So we're well on our way. So each craft is going to be worth 4,000 coins. That's not terrible. Science! I do love me some science. Especially when you mix it with economics. I'm curious to see how much we made. So we had like 250 last time or something like that. If I put it in the right container, we'll be able to find out. I also want to put these water buckets back. They should be mostly damaged. I think their percentage is going to be pretty low. Maybe? There we go. Bucket of water. Yeah, they're down to 30. Okay, so it's a little better, because last time they were at like 10 and 8. But it also made less trips for us, so that's good. Oh, a little over 250, so we did get a little bit more. Like an extra 10 or so. Hey, that's extra money, right? I thought there was something else that I was going to sell. Oh, the linen. Right. We still need to do up the linen. Although, realistically, we should probably wait 2 days before we do that. So we don't want to do the linen too early because we're going to continue collecting wool through spring. So even though we're planting the flax now, we don't necessarily want to behave as if it's already gone. Oh, we got a quest up here. I don't think we'll be able to pick up any of the quests right now. I'm betting they're probably in bed. Although maybe not.
How are you?
No, I am not getting you iron. It is worth way more if we use it for our own uses. Neither of you. Where else do we have quests? Hornica, so we probably won't get to that one. Rolnica's got one. I don't know that we'll be there in time. We definitely won't make it to Baranico or Borowo in time. There's no way. I feel like our normal travel patterns are actually partly to blame as to why we haven't encountered as many bandits this season as we did in the last season. I think last season we spent quite a bit more time trekking through the wildlands because we were not on any roads. And I feel like this time, because we're central to the map like we are, that bandits aren't nearly as thick. We do still see them occasionally, but not like we did in Season 1, where there was one almost every episode. That fence came out of nowhere. Hey!
How is life treating you?
What? Oh my! We're actually out of reputation. 21.5. How close are we to... We still need 500 Dynasty rep for them to even consider it. So yeah, that's a thing. We can only get like 60 per quest, so she's going to be stuck on her own there for a little while. Poor timing on the kids, I think. $47 out of 48 workers. Who's not working? Oh, did you have a kid? Well, she is a possible... Yep, she had a kid. And she is a possible extractor, so that will save us. Alright. Well, at least now the mine's full up. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but it's a thing. I do eventually want to get us a second extraction shed anyway, so that we can get some more limestone for upgrading the houses. So it's not a huge deal, but just to have an open slot for a male extractor. But it is problematic, especially since we can't actually fill it right now. Okay. I don't know how this worked out, but it worked out. I guess just go with it. Both of those values should have changed, and they didn't. Oh, somebody leveled up. Because this was production level 7, and now it's production level 8. Okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, the only way to manually mine limestone is to go after those rocks. And they are so so much work for so little limestone that it is really, really not worth your time.
How have you been?
Excellent. He wants a copper hammer. I think we still have one in storage. I could be wrong, though. You know, it's 6:01. Let's just head back to camp. That way, if we don't have one... Well, I guess there's really not much we can do if we don't have one. It's probably better to go the other way. Because if we don't have one, we're going to have to craft one, and we don't have any copper anymore. Which means we're going to have to harvest some, and this storage is right outside of a mine, so it's much more convenient for that. Which, unfortunately, I mean, we just unlocked the building upgrade, so that's probably not going to get us anywhere near our next level. Yeah, we need 1,800 more points. That's going to be a minute before we get down to the resource storage 3. Survival, we should be getting pretty close. Yeah, we need 156. And we'll have access to the Herbalist Shack too. Farming, we're almost to the next food storage. Like I said, we're getting about 500 a season. So we've got probably, when we harvest the flaxes, I'll bet we unlock it. And then our sewing hut 3, we are on our way, but it's going to be slow going on that one. The sewing hut 3 is going to allow us to have 2 people in the sewing hut, which is going to be very useful. So that'll help us make extra money faster. Now we could go on a sales run and get some of that stuff that we have them selling sold out faster. The problem with that is when we sell to the villagers, they take a small cut. Small because we have points into it. But when they sell it through the markets, there is no cut. We get full price, full worth. So I'm thinking that as much as I would like to see that number go up quickly, like right now quickly, it's not actually going to be worth it for the impatience. Being patient will get us more in the long run for the same amount of goods. Absolutely. I like Firefox because with a couple of keystrokes I can get into developer mode and do things that Chrome won't let me. Oh, he's after the horse. Aim, you asshole. Well, this turned into a mess, didn't it? Well, that's why we carry health potions on us, I suppose. Wow, that iron spear is no joke. There's still one more out here. You also use it on your phone to have ad block. That's not a bad idea. Ever since when I was in college for computer programming, I have used Firefox because of developer mode. It lets me cut out annoying things. Yeah, that did get wild fast, Venomous. That was kind of nuts. So there were 2 off to our right, 1 in front of us, and 1 off to the left. And we shot the one in front of us. Then one of the ones off to the right went after the horse. And then the other one attacked us while we were cleaning that one. So the one on the left never did anything. I see lynxes, but I don't see the wolf. So that means all the wolves in the area are dead then. So what happened to the one that I saw? Did he just disappear? Because I saw one more. That was just bizarre. That whole encounter was super bizarre. Yeah, we're gonna drop some meat and stuff on you so that we don't get slowed down, buddy. Okay, so that's the last of the piggies. Yeah, let's head for the other wolves, because the predators give you more XP. Some days I'm on, and some days I'm not. There are days when I miss half the damn shots I try to make. And there are days when I don't miss any of them. I, for the longest time, wanted to make a pie hole for the router so I can snatch the smart, or watch the smart TV without the ads. But I get lazy and watch TV instead. Or never watch TV instead, yeah. Well, I don't mind those so much, but when you have a clickbait article that may or may not have the information that I'm after, and you want me to pay to read your clickbait article, no. Just no. But most of the sites that actually have data worth paying for, that trick doesn't work on those sites anyway. Like if you went to the Wall Street Journal and tried to do that to get past their paywall, it's not going to work. Because they're a lot smarter than that. Ah. I shouldn't have tried that shot. As I don't really advocate piracy at all. I figure, for the most part, if they have a product that you actually want, then you need to pay for it. But some of the stuff is just absolutely asinine. Like, if you just need a quick yes or no answer, like, does this buff stack with this? And I just need a yes or a no, and they want me to pay $4.99 to read this probably AI-generated article that may or may not have the answer. Those trees were a lot denser than I thought. Oh, that actually got him. I'm impressed. We only found one of the wolves in that grouping, though. Or not. Okay, well, let's go after the rest of these bison, and then we can head, or, Winston, rather. And then we can head up and, oh, or we can play with the bandits. If you had to guess, which one of them would you say has the bow? Because we're only going to get one free shot. I think the one on the right. You mind putting your head back up there, bud? Alright, fine. We'll go for the one on the left. Or we can miss them both. That's fine, too. It was the one on the right. Oh, shit! I got a headshot on him from across the river. That was... Yeah, I'm kind of excited for bandits now. They used to be a giant pain in my butt, but now it's diverting. Oh, I wanted his copper axe, too. Nah, it's mostly busted. Yeah, my initial shot when they were sitting still missed, but as soon as he drew his bow, I got him right in the head. Oh, man. Right between the eyes. That was a hell of a shot. You know what? We're going to screenshot that. So that was some free coins that we didn't really have to work for. Oh, and a longbow? And some fish, apparently, that are super, super bright, even though it's dark out. And a fish tart. That just sounds foul. But I'm sure the villagers will pay for it. Night hunting is actually a little bit easier for me because of the glow being easier to see. The only real problem is bandits actually become quite a bit more dangerous at night because they don't glow. You can get a name to show up above their heads if you're close enough, but generally speaking, by that point they've already aggroed you. You're on today? No, I haven't. That's the crazy part. I haven't been playing any kind of shooters. I've actually been playing a space sim. Which, oh, I guess some of the combat in that is shooting. It's just an entirely different animal. Ah, you juked. Would you quit? But I guess some of the ship combat is semi-shooterish. Usually I spend most of my combat using fleet combat, though, so I don't actually have to fight myself. I just make them do it for me. Yeah, I've been saying that for a long time now. I really, really wish that they would let us have armor. Even if it's just like leather or something. Maybe not plate mail. It makes sense that we wouldn't have plate mail. But you should be able to at least craft leather armor. Just enough so that you can't get one shot would be ideal. Because even with all of the perks for the reduced damage and all of the perks for the increased max hit points, if somebody with an iron crossbow and iron bolts gets a solid headshot on you, it will still one-hit you. And I do not like that. I want to at least have a slight margin for error. I don't want the game to be super, super easy, but I also don't want it to, like, just get blasted from left field and be dead and not know what the hell happened. Because that has happened to me. A whole dedicated village to smithing would be pretty cool. I mean, you technically can. A lot of players actually pick a specialization for their village when they first start out. And that is what they did. It's either a farming village or a smithing village or a fishing village, some kind of a village like that. I just tend to mix and match a little bit to try to get the most bang for my buck, so to speak. Although realistically at this point we could tear down most of our money-making stuff and go straight on iron tools. As if we didn't have to support our farmers, we could actually make quite a bit more money, quite a bit faster, and just buy food. You set up 4 separate villages at the caves. That's not a bad idea. I had said at the beginning of this one that I was considering doing 2 full villages because we doubled the amount of buildings that we could have. But I think that's more or less fallen by the wayside at this point. I think we've already gone way past... No! We are still under. We're 3 buildings away from original build cap, so... we could effectively build a whole nother one. Ah! Just go for the straight min-max route. Get as much money as you can every step of the way. Nope, nope. Well, we're over 220,000 now. We did slow down a little bit, but as soon as the season pops and we get all of that flax handled, it's the end of the next game day. We're going to make all of our flax up because we're going to harvest a bunch at the start of summer. I'm seriously considering selling off the donkeys. I was leaving them there to breed for now, but, well, we're definitely going to sell off that one at least. I was going to leave them there to breed, but it takes them so long to breed that I honestly feel like it's really not worth the time. I wonder if Philly's an adult yet, because if she is, then we can sell off this other mare and make an extra almost 6 grand. Let's go check on Philly. No, I think she's still young. Yep. So we got like 2 seasons left, probably. So I think the other one was like 1.75 when it was grown, the male. Alright. Well, unfortunately, guys, it is about that time. We didn't really accomplish as much as I'd hoped for today. We found out that we are actually capped on villagers for the time being. At least through recruitment. We can still get them through breeding. But we got our mine run done. We got the fields handled. We got some bandit action in. We got some hunting in. We checked the quests. None of them were worth the effort except for the hammer one. But I think tomorrow we will see what we can do for our last day, dinking around making some money. And we will progress the season, and we will make a crap ton of money at the start of summer when we refine all that linen. So, yeah, those are the plans. So if you guys learned anything useful today, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night, guys. And we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.